Hey, happy Monday. Hopefully your Monday's going pretty well. Mine's not doing too bad. Um, but I definitely decided I needed a little break. Let me just swipe this away. Needed a little break and get out of the office. So I usually get, oh my goodness, stuff going all over the place. I usually go and get something from, we have a cafeteria in here in my office. And today is just not, it's just not going to cut it. So I decided I'm going to go grab something to eat. We have a few fast food type places that are around here. And so I'll go get something there. And then I'm thinking to myself, well, what do I want to go get? We have like a Sonic, we have a McDonald's, Pizza Hut, I think a Church's Chicken, maybe. And so trying to figure out when I want to go get. And which goes into the topic, like, how do you decide a restaurant, right? So I know a lot of people have gone through this. How do you make up your mind? If how have you ever been unable to make up your mind and try to figure out a way to make a decision? And I know it's even harder if you're doing it with someone else, especially, like your family or your spouse, trying to pick a restaurant, for example. So what I've found for stuff like that it really boils down to that you really don't care what the outcome is. And I know that's hard for people to believe. And you say, well, no, I really do. No. If you can't make a decision, it's because you don't really care what the outcome is. And when you don't care what the outcome is, then you might as well make it random, right? So a lot of people do this by flipping a coin or rolling a dice or doing something else random, depending on how many decision items you have. So for 2 would be, or a yes, no, you can use a coin. For 3 or 6 items, you could use a die. So 3, you would assign numbers like 1 and 2, or, 2 and 3, and so on, to reduce that down to 3. And so there's like a bazillion different ways. What I do is we have, like I said, 4 places that are near my office that I can go. Just so happens I have 4 letters in my name. So I have each place assigned to a letter in my name, and I just kind of rotate through. Like whatever I didn't do last time, if I don't care. Sometimes I care and I want something specific. There's, I want tater tots from Sonic or whatever. If I care, then obviously I don't need help making a decision. But if I don't, assign them to each letter of my name, rotate through. So last time I did D, this time I'll do A or whatever. So then you're telling me, okay, Dawn, you're telling me I don't care about the outcome, but I really do. Let's say it's something major like, do I quit my job? Or should we have kids? Should I get engaged? Should I stay in a relationship or leave? Those are items you may not want to leave to chance. You wouldn't think you would, because they're major life decisions. So here's the thing. I read a really interesting article recently that had a study by Stephen Levitt. And what they did in this study is they had people that had a hard time making a decision on major life events. And they convinced these people to decide based on flipping a coin. Now, what happened was it's surprising it's this high. And I'm not, quoting the article, so I don't know the exact numbers, but close to like 50-50, like almost, close to 50% of people actually agreed to make a major life decision based on flipping a coin. Okay? Which is completely crazy to me, but they just decided, I guess they were really that hard up that they couldn't make a decision. Okay. And so then they followed up with those people after they flipped a coin and decided to go with whatever the coin said as far as their decision. And the people who didn't flip a coin and wanted to continue to try to figure out what it was that they wanted to make a decision on and coming up with a decision. They followed up with both groups, and they found that the people that left it up to chance were far happier with the outcome than the people that just stressed about it and, went through the process of trying to figure it out on their own. And so that seems crazy, and you're like, okay, well, maybe I should just flip a coin. But really what they're finding out through that study is it wasn't so much the leaving it up to chance. It's just the people that didn't leave it up to chance, that were just left to stress out and try to figure it out on their own when they couldn't make a decision, that the stress of trying to figure it out, and then ultimately the large majority of people that can't make a decision stay with the status quo. So whatever they're doing now, if it's a yes-no decision, let's say quitting your job, should I quit my job? The mass majority of people who can't make a decision just stay where they are so they don't leave their job. And what they found out is that time and time again, the people that decide to take action in whatever decision has the most action were by far the happier group. And in this case, because people were flipping a coin, they were much more likely from flipping a coin to take action, to have a result that required them to take action, than the group that would be far more likely to just stay where they were with the status quo. So what that comes down to is, if you even have to ask the question and you have a hard time, should I do something or should I not, do it. You will be so much happier in the long run because you won't have that regret and you won't have that stress of saying, what if? Having the what if will make you so much more unhappy than going ahead and doing whatever it was that you were unsure of and it not turning out the way you wanted. Isn't that crazy? So if you're having a decision that you're having a hard time dealing with, just do it. You will be far happier in the long run. I promise you. Now, having nothing to do with decisions, where to eat on restaurants, tonight I'm going to go live talking about skincare for dummies, right? If you know nothing about skincare, how to go about making up a skincare routine. If you would like to make sure that you get to watch that, because I know the notifications on Facebook are totally wonky, go ahead and send me a message on Messenger and I'll make sure to tag you or whatever when I go live tonight on that, or even afterwards, to make sure that you can get that information. Talk to you guys later. I'm going to go get me some tots. Bye.